Buckets. That's the name of my boat. Buckets.
Buckets. What we get.
Not the only transfer we got from Florida. Keith Stone, too. Remember that.
Everybody who watches his show on a regular basis knows my love of the stretch four.
You know, we all make mistakes. He might have made one going to
It's
Tallahassee.
mercy if y'all don't know. Dribble to the left, cross over to the right. Hurricane to the game, many buckets for the night. Matt with the pick and roll, Melissa with the give and go. This Shally-oo, hoodie girl dunking in the hole. Check the scoreboard, this what we fall for. Peep the gameplay, they want an encore. Yeah, overtime for another round. It's buckets after buckets, baby. You out of time. It's buckets. What it is, homie, it's buckets. Woo! We get buckets. Yeah, baby, buckets.
I have no shame.
I know. That's the problem.
You guys are awesome.
What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Buckets. I am Matt. She is Melissa, and he is Vish. We got some games to preview. Full squad tonight. How we doing, guys?
Vish.
But ladies first.
Hold on.
Polite.
Stop. Let me do this real quick.
I was gonna let Vish go first.
I always give a solid intro, and then you guys are like not ready for it or something.
I was gonna let Vish
hold
go
on.
first.
Wait. That is on Matt for not picking a person. How are you guys doing?
Suddenly, you guys don't want to talk now?
I literally always talk right after you say that. So I was like, oh, let me let Vish go first. But Vish is being a gentleman and is waiting for me to go. And so that's
I think we'd all just agree it's definitely not my fault because you said you guys, which could be either of us. Melissa always goes first, so I'm just sitting there like.
It is what it is.
Before shout out to Kane's Cats Heat, and the women play tomorrow night.
Yeah, Vish, you still got that cough, huh?
It won't go.
Listen, if I come home with a cough from DC over the weekend, I'm gonna be very upset.
It's gonna be because it's fucking freezing, not because like I've somehow been sick for like I was coughing last week.
Vish has been holding back that cough for like 2 weeks now.
Yeah, no, I'm fine. I even went to the doctor just to make sure because I was gonna get you sick. I got tested for flu, strep, COVID. He's like, you're fine. I'm like, what about the cough? It'll go away.
So, the guys did a great job of breaking down the game yesterday, the LIU Canes men's game. I did go and watch the show today, and a few side notes. First of all, I don't know if Vish was disagreeing with Matt when Matt said Reese's is the best candy, like the best like chocolate candy or whatever. But I most definitely agree with Matt.
Oh no!
Whoa!
Wait, no, hold on.
Reese's is by far the best chocolate.
Hold on
any type of candy out there.
Wait. Hold on. I didn't agree or disagree. Also, there's multiple. Reese's is the parent company. Are we talking Reese's Pieces? Are we talking Reese's Peanut Butter Cups? What are we talking about? Third, all I was saying was this is a good off-season Buckets tangent show.
When I think of Reese's, I think of like the actual peanut butter cup.
Yes, that is a type of Reese's. Reese's is a parent company.
But when someone says Reese's, you refer to the OG. The OG is the cup, in my opinion.
Is it even? Is it even?
It is.
It predates the Pieces?
The Pieces?
The cup is the first. The cup is the first.
Honestly, the Pieces are like, I'd rather eat peanut butter M&Ms than the Pieces, to be 100% honest.
Hold on.
That would be that. That's something we may have to. That's some off-season taste testing. That.
Really? I wonder who suggested that, and it's now taking accusations.
We may have to have a pod dedicated to like insulin or something after we try all these candies.
Oh gosh.
Get the diabetes guy.
Someone suggested.
I know. I'm agreeing with you, Vish.
Okay, Matt, you have a favorite type of Reese's peanut butter cup, apparently?
Oh, yeah, dude. You got to go with, it's either the pumpkins or the football shapes because they have the most peanut butter in them.
The peanut butter chocolate ratio in a Reese's cup or any type of shape that they have is very important.
Yeah, I like more peanut butter because I think the chocolate that's on it is very terrible, but the peanut butter makes up for it.
Are you not
Wow.
a milk chocolate guy?
So why don't you just eat
No, I'm
peanut
just
butter?
I'm just a good chocolate. I like good chocolate, not, you know.
Have you ever tried the white chocolate peanut butter cups?
I have. I think the chocolate's better in those. Like it tastes better, but I don't know. It just tastes like I don't know, kind of like wax. I don't know. It doesn't taste good. I just
So
it's the
wait,
peanut butter for me.
So
is
you're
the
insulting the chocolate, but then you said it's the best candy. I'm so confused.
why don't you
I
just
mean,
eat
all
peanut butter out of a
Hershey's,
jar?
Reese's, all that chocolate that they use, like, isn't
It's all the
like,
same.
yeah, it tastes all the same to me. It's not, you know,
Why don't you just eat it out of a jar then? Just take peanut butter and just
'cause it's different. It's not
You need a
like it's
little bit
just
of
regular
chocolate in
peanut
there.
butter.
Yeah, no. The peanut butter chocolate ratio is important. But
so is the
Great.
off-season tasting then different candy bars or just different types of Reese's peanut butter cups? Because there's like 50 of them at this point.
we could probably do both.
You guys like the Take Fives?
I haven't had one.
Yep.
I'd take
Take Five?
What's a take 5?
This Take Five? It's the one that has pretzels in it. I think is it nougat and peanut butter and caramel, I think. Something else. I can't remember if it's nougat and caramel, but
Canes, today
He's
we
out on
don't accept
chocolate.
your opinion as a child.
Yes. No,
Canes
no,
today
no,
did send me a
we- we
DM
did-
on
we-
a possible recruit.
yeah,
that was very
that
interesting.
yeah, come on, Keynes, you're not going to sneak away with that take. That's a terrible.
yeah, not I mean, yeah, as Melissa said, we're not going to take, advice from someone in their teens like Kane say. Now let me go eat some Dunkaroos.
Hey, don't hate on Dunkaroos. All right. Canes today probably has no idea what a Dunkaroo is anyway, because that's a 90s snack.
Yes,
I
a
still
90s
wanna-
sack for like 5-year-olds.
I eat them all the time.
Wow. See,
Wait,
even Keynes today
Keynes-
likes Reese's.
once again,
He hates
Told you.
chocolate, but he'll eat Reese's.
the peanut butter cups, I'm
But
assuming.
Matt, I did like that hoodie. Way to rep orange and also the best candy.
There you go. See,
There you go. Am I gonna have to start like a Reese's versus Vish's favorite
I
candy?
he
think-
probably likes Mounds or something. It's probably something.
Whoppers.
Oh gosh.
Whoppers. If I had a Whopper, I have.
He probably likes Butterfingers better.
Oh,
I don't even know that I have a favorite. Oh, look at this.
Kane's today
Wow, it's
opinion on
really
chocolate
bad,
and,
really-
and stuff is not.
Uh-oh.
Really bad takes
Uh.
today. Really bad takes today.
Wow. Disappointed.
By the way, my cough is so much worse on the show because I'm just talking and it just makes it come out. 'Cause I'll stay here for like 5 hours and not cough. But
Was it when you had? I think when you had me on as a guest? No, it was the week after when I was like the first time I was on the show as like a co-host. But I was getting over that illness I caught from the Final Four, and I had to like constantly eat cough drops for like 2 hours to get through the show.
I didn't do that today. I've had a bag of cough drops on my desk this week. I'm just like, I'm going off these meds because I'm not sick. And it's just going to go away. That's what the doctor told me.
Jackson, how did your final go and your presentation?
How'd the finance
Give us how that finance final go, Jackson.
teach you how to cook those books?
Jackson ran into some players today, actually.
Oh yeah,
On campus. Yeah.
good stuff.
Or
Do
should
can we
should
discuss?
talk about basketball
we-
itself?
Can we discuss the LIU game for a few minutes, just because I didn't get to get my opinions?
Floor is yours.
I stand firm in the paint on the fact that I think Matt Cleveland does not get enough credit for what he does. That is my strong opinion. But I liked what I saw out of Keyshawn. I did watch the game today, and I did watch the second half, unlike Matt, who said he wasn't much paying attention. It was interesting how Coach L substituted all the starters and put in 5 bench players, and then LIU made some shots, and then he immediately subbed everybody out.
Got pissed.
Also, I really like Jack McClinton on commentary.
Did you hear his buckets comment?
What? Did he say buckets at some point?
He went in on. I gotta find the clip because Matt wasn't paying attention at that point. He said this. He was talking about someone. I don't even remember. He was like, "This guy gets buckets, and buckets is the name of the game." I'm like, we gotta clip that, but how
Right.
do you clip
That's
off of
funny.
ACC Network Plus or whatever the hell crap that game was on? Anyway, well, doesn't matter, man. In the
My
real
ice
world,
was rough.
just make the profit go up. So
Presentation
it's
was
not price
good though.
test.
1 out of 2. That's not bad. And honestly, finals you always kind of walk out of there feeling like you failed, and then you usually pleasantly surprised. So there's that. I can
Really?
tell you when I was in grad school for my master's, I pretty much walked out of every test thinking I failed.
That might be more of a you thing. That was not my. I didn't have that anxiety.
No, it's one of those things where you like medicine is so weird. So like you walk out of a test and like my class was so small because the master's program I did when I went, there was only 25 of us in the class or 24. So everyone's leaving and then you don't know what you got, but everyone's like, "Oh, did you get this medication? Like, did you put that like 7 times?" Like I remember my first big test in grad school and it was a 50-question test and I put the same answer, like the same name of a medication on the first test 11 times. So I walked out of the testing and I'm like, "Oh my God, did I just fail this? Because why did I get the same answer so many times?" And so everyone was asking each other like, "Oh, did you put this? Did you put this?" And everyone was like, "Yeah." And literally it was like, that was the answer for like 11 different questions. So, but you could see why you would think you had failed when you were putting the same
Yeah,
answer.
but so not to like we're gonna end up with a tangent episode out of this shit, but
Yes.
why? What is the point? Like, because my friends did that too. Come out of the test, like, what'd you get for this one? I'm like, what's the point? I can't go in there and change it. If it's wrong, it's wrong.
No, it's just all of us in medicine
Fair
freaking
enough.
out after every test.
It's not just medicine. They did. My friends did too. And
Jackson's
like,
had that feeling a lot.
Yeah, no, my friends did too. They're like, "What'd you get for number 3?" I'm like, "What the fuck is it about at this point, man?"
No, there were some times where I thought I did so bad that I didn't wait around to talk to people. I just bailed.
I mean, I don't care one way or the other. I can't fix it now. If it's wrong, I'm gonna find out. It's gonna be bad. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
No, it's just because you don't want to like stew on it for like days or whatever. Like I know I had one class where a lot of it was like it wasn't just multiple choice where you get your test results like a few hours later. It's like he has to grade each question because it's like fill in and you're writing orders and dictating like how you read a chest X-ray or an EKG. So it took him like the professor days to grade it. And so then you just sit there and you wonder for like 48 hours waiting to get your grade back. And it's the worst feeling.
I mean, what's the worst that's gonna happen?
Well, I passed with a 4.0, so I obviously didn't fail.
So
but...
obviously nothing. That's my point. But like, what's the worst gonna happen? You fail a test, you do better.
No, Kane today, this isn't Mountain Dew. It's actually a lemon lime Gatorade. So I had to get some stuff. I had to get some stuff from CVS because I'm traveling to DC tomorrow. I'm hanging with Vish for the weekend. We're going up to New York for the game at Barclays. And I worked last night and I was just lazy and I didn't feel like going out and go shopping. So I door dashed a few things from CVS that I need, like travel toothpaste and stuff. And in order to save like the $6 on delivery from DoorDash, you have to spend a certain amount of money. And I was at like $10. And in order to save the $6, you have to spend 12. So I was like, oh, I need to get one other thing. So I just bought a thing of Gatorade because I'm like, I know I'll drink it. So just because like I can get like $3 worth of Gatorade and save another $3 off the delivery. So hence why I'm drinking Gatorade.
I'm the only one who knows this level of detail, so I'm not going to get into specifics, but I'm a little appalled given how close you are to a target that you felt you needed to, like, I'm tired. I can't, like.
I didn't feel like leaving my apartment.
Anyway.
Last
Bitch,
night
put her
was
on
such a
blast.
terrible...
How close is she to the target?
Walking. I live next door.
It's across the street.
Oh,
it's across the street.
But I don't want to tell.
I didn't feel like going out. I slept in. I door dashed some barbecue for lunch, and I just double dashed it and got CVS as well. So
at least you were efficient with a double dash.
Right.
Yeah, that's how you do it.
There you go. And I had really good barbecue. So that's always good. Any of you Miami natives that know Shorty's, good stuff.
It's all right.
Also, before we get into basketball again, sorry, just quick shout out. My board says Happy Hanukkah to all of our Jewish listeners or watchers. It is the first night of Hanukkah, so
I
Happy
don't know.
Hanukkah.
We were promised a menorah and did not get one. So
So we actually discussed this pre-show because I said I was gonna draw a menorah on my board, but there's no space.
I thought you were gonna have an actual menorah because you said, "Can I have one in the background?" I thought it was. I expected the real deal.
Oh, that menorah is broken when I pulled it out of storage, so I don't have a functional menorah that has 8 candle holders. So that's why there's no actual menorah. So then I was gonna draw one, but.
Because I knew Hanukkah started today, and I was like, I'm gonna come on here and I'm expecting a menorah.
But then I'm also in DC and New York for the next 4 days after this, so it is what I wore my Happy Challah Day socks to work last night. Instead of holiday, it says Challah Days, and it has pictures of menorahs and challah on it. They're actually really fun. I actually got them at a DSW in the middle of Texas, which is very ironic.
I'm surprised they didn't sell.
Anyway, let's talk basketball. That is a good 14 minutes of tangent for you guys for the pod. Is this gonna what did you call it that one time? You named it something a few weeks ago, and you're like, "That's what I'm gonna name it," and that's what you did. I forget what you said.
Yeah, I don't remember either, but it was clever.
Can you just call this like a plethora of garbage, a plethora of random? I don't know. Can you use the word plethora?
We all have our roles here. Let me do the naming.
Wait, what are our roles? You're the IT guy / naming.
I mean, I produced the show, edited.
Matt's the breakdown specialist / shoe guy.
I mean, you two are actually the I follow you guys are definitely more on the ball of basketball than I am. So I mean, you're bringing
Matt's more on the basketball than I am.
No, you are too. I've watched games with you. You see shit I don't, then point out, then I see it.
I think I did that during the entire women's game when we went to go watch that women's game the other weekend. I talked Vish's ear off. It was another one of those instances where I'm like, he's going to be really annoyed by the end of the game.
Because you're talking about the game. If you're talking about something else, I'd be like, what the hell are you doing? I'm trying to watch the game.
Did I tell you guys the story how I took my mom's boyfriend to a football game last year? I took him to the Duke game, which was unfortunate. And we left, and then he went home and he had dinner with my mom. And my mom called me, and she's like, he didn't realize, like, she was like, he said that he knew I was into sports, but he didn't realize the amount of random stuff that I just pulled out of nowhere during the entire game. Like, I was just like rambling off stats and all of this stuff. And he told my mom, he's like, I didn't understand the lengths of her Kane's obsession. And I was like, I appreciate that.
There we go.
And that's not even close to my basketball knowledge. Football is a distant second. Kane today said yapping time. Yeah, I know. We're going on like 18 minutes of yapping. All right, basketball. Are we women's or men's first?
Well, are we still talking about the LIU game?
No, I just gave a quick thing. You guys talked about it for 30 minutes yesterday.
Okay.
We don't have to keep going. I just wanted to make 2 points, and now I'm good.
All right, so what's on deck?
Women's. We'll go women's then men's.
Yeah.
Ladies
by
first.
the way, it was hodgepodge of crap. That was what it was.
Hodgepodge.
I couldn't remember what it was.
That's what
that's
it was.
A hodgepodge
I knew it
of
was
crap.
something good.
The word crap gets used a lot because there was a box of crap and the hodgepodge of crap.
Yeah, I got to diversify my vocabulary there. Too much crap.
Plethora of something.
Look, I'll do the name.
All right, women's. So the women play DePaul tomorrow.
Yeah.
Tomorrow. I'm not good at my days.
You'll be in flight for the beginning of it. Maybe picking it up during it.
Is it on the ACC Extra?
I will check that right now.
Because if it is, I will be buying internet. Because I have to watch it, obviously. And what better way to kill, I'm like in the third to last row of the plane. So kill time with the cool people in the back.
It's at 7. Your flight lands like right when it.
Oh, when it starts?
Yeah. What time's your flight lands around that time? I think 7 something. So
7. Yeah, my flight's like. I thought my flight was earlier than it is, and then I checked, and I was like, oh, I can actually sleep in. Good stuff.
That was thinking behind.
I confused the times with when I'm leaving.
Yeah, when you're leaving.
Yeah. So I wish Matt was coming though. The three of us have yet to watch a Canes basketball game together. Canes today will be making a trip to Blacksburg to watch Miami play Virginia Tech. Going to be my first Miami basketball game. Canes today, you need to film some stuff and give us a little quick breakdown after the game. I want to see some stuff on Twitter.
Blacksburg is as remote as it could possibly be. I've been a few times. It is
worse than Starkville.
Yeah, because it's like up in the mountains.
Oh, I've never been to Virginia or Mississippi, so.
I mean, it was at least flat.
Mm-hmm.
Now Blacksburg's out there.
Cool. All right, so the women play DePaul. Sorry, I'm keep.
You know what? I pulled the whole schedule up. Saw it was at 7:00. and didn't even tell you.
You guys did a
network.
You guys did a 33-minute pod yesterday and talked all basketball except for like 3 minutes. We've been on air for 21 minutes and we've mentioned basketball for like a minute. So
it is on ACC network. So
perfect. All right.
The main one.
So the women play DePaul tomorrow. DePaul absolutely destroyed us last season.
Yeah, that was.
But they're missing their best player, no?
From last year, yes. Anissa Morrow, who's now on
transferred to LSU, right?
Yeah. But that game was one of the Katie Meyer was suspended games. I believe, or was that her first game back?
Because of a stupid dinner. So stupid.
But yeah.
That's
98-83. It actually wasn't the dinner, it was dumber than that. But yeah, Anissa Morrow put up 35 on us last year. But then she was the second leading scorer because Darion Rogers put up 36. So
we got run out the building last year.
Yeah, well, I mean, we put up 83, but they scored 98. So yeah, defense was
our defense ain't gonna have that this year. We are much better defensively than we were last year.
They scored 98 points. They scored 98 points with only 3 players in double figures. The other one had 12. 71 points from 2 players.
That's crazy.
Jesus. That's nuts.
Yeah, and one of them's on LSU now, so that's good. I don't know about the other one. I should look at this.
I'm looking forward to seeing more of Lamaya Hilton. She's kind of my standout player since the season has started. She, like, you know how we always say like, oh, Keyshawn has plenty of confidence. We don't have to, like, you know, he's going to take his shot. He's going to do whatever. I feel like Lamaya has that same confidence. Like, she's not afraid. But she's a little bit more polished, obviously, than Keyshawn, having kind of been in college basketball for a year already. And I love her. I love her moves to the basket, like her little drives. She has some nice reverses, and she's not afraid to go left. So I'm really excited to see what she does through the year. She's kind of like my watch out for like breakout player on this team as far as like a new person is concerned. And then obviously I love what Z's been doing. Those two are kind of my standout people of who I've been watching lately.
Did we figure out what happened with Jalea and why she missed last game?
I haven't seen anything. I don't know if she was injured or what, but
she missed.
She did not play.
So they do have their best player is actually a Notre Dame transfer. Anaya Peoples, averaging 21 a game.
It's a great last name.
Peoples?
I like it. There's a guy at the hospital that I work at that works in like the registration financial stuff, and his last name is Peoples. And when I see him, I'm always like, Peoples. I never call him by his first name. He's always just Peoples. It's a good last name.
So DePaul's 5-4. Losses are to Iowa, Louisville, both on the road, South Dakota at home, in a tournament, and then Middle Tennessee, which let's just not speak.
That's a hard beginning of the schedule. Iowa and Louisville. That's rough.
They also lost to Michigan State. No, I'm just talking about the losses. There are games in between. They played Lewis. Oh wait, Iowa's an exhibition. They just played Iowa in an exhibition. That's weird. All right,
that didn't even count.
Well, all right, so reset that. Because that was wrong information. Their losses are at Louisville, then in the battle for Atlanta, they lost to South Dakota and Middle Tennessee, and then they lost to Michigan State at home. which I don't know how they. I guess we played out there.
And the women our Canes are undefeated.
Undefeated, unranked.
Disrespectful. Although Mississippi State losing, who did Mississippi State lose to after we beat them?
Oh,
Was it Chattanooga?
Chattanooga? Yeah, that's not helping the
The
cause.
Mocs?
Mississippi State, you're killing me.
I mean, Kentucky did the same thing to us.
Oh, Kentucky lost to UNC Wilmington. Yeah. I feel like if we played Kentucky later in the year, that would not have happened.
What wouldn't have happened? Us getting blown off the court?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. When it goes, it goes. It went.
Yeah.
It just happens
it's
sometimes.
All right.
Sometimes it just
It's not a
goes.
bad loss in that that's, Kentucky is going to be a good team, but minus that loss that they just had. But
No, sometimes it just gets
what
away.
what player are you looking forward to do big things tomorrow, Vish, and then Matt?
I'd like to see Kyla really use her height and just push people around. She's getting good position, just not finishing as well as I'd like. I think there's a lot of scoring in there. I'd like to see
We
that.
didn't see a lot of her
in the
last
last
game.
in the last
Z was
game I
kind of-
saw, she was kind of. It looked like she was like thinking about it a little too much, and she was like a little bit too passive. They were playing against a zone though, because I'm referencing, which game was it? It wasn't their last game against NJIT.
It's Mississippi State, probably.
Oh yeah, it was Mississippi State then.
Well,
Yeah,
she
was a
got
little too
benched
passive.
for most of the second half of that game. So
Yeah,
because
But-
Well, I mean, Z's been on fire though.
yeah, but also Tasha's also really contributing at a high level. So
Which
it's
is
been
nice to
harder
see.
for Kyla to get, but Kyla keeps starting.
Yeah.
So
We're gonna need Kyla. There are some big girls in the ACC.
I mean,
So
Elizabeth Kidler, she got the deer ass up. So
it's the nice thing is the diversity that we have on our team, and we have bigs that do different things. So Kyla's gonna get her time. But Z looks like she's up and running this year. She looks like markedly improved from last year, and then especially when she came back from injury, when she just kind of wasn't fully there yet. So our depth is ridiculous.
it is. All right, I'll ask the question. How do you fix the free throw shooting?
you shoot free
I mean,
throws.
that
it
really is the only problem
You know,
that we have.
Earl Stedman gets fouled, and I'm like, all right,
There's free throws. Like
you're just
go.
a bucket.
And
This
then
is your job, is to shoot. This is both. This is both.
yeah, it's bad. It's really bad.
I mean, I don't
Jackson.
know.
Jackson, we'll address your comment when we get to the men's. But
I mean, it's
but
gonna be
yeah,
a
our
problem.
free
I
throw
mean,
shooting,
it's
the free
gonna
throw
lose us a
shooting
game at
is
some point.
it really is. It is on, like, we have a better 3-point percentage than we do free throw percentage, which, like, that's insane.
I'm looking up where we are sitting in terms of the
Last
like
time we
last.
looked, we were like, weren't
Like,
we
were
like
near last,
Fourth
and
to
they hadn't even
last.
300 something?
They hadn't even factored in like the last game.
Oh yeah, so it would have
at
been.
that point. So it was okay. Free throw
Worse.
percentage. Go to the last page. Scroll to the bottom.
Can I also say a quick side tangent? I love this hoodie so much. Like, I know I've probably worn it on the last 3 pods. It's so comfortable. Like, even post wash, it's keeping that new hoodie feel. I love it. So you're gonna
Vish
see a
is
lot
like
of me in this.
Vish
hoodie.
is like, you don't get another tangent. When you brought up Peoples, he immediately was like, okay, let's look at the schedule.
Peoples.
That's
All
why I
right,
started
sorry.
busting up.
Where do we rank? I was waiting for you to look up the
No, I have it.
rankings.
Does anyone want to guess? It is near the
We
bottom.
have to
It's
be
not,
close
it's not
to last.
absolutely. It's
how
not
many
absolutely.
how many teams is there in DU?
There are 348.
I'm gonna
I'm
say
gonna say 336.
327.
346. We're third
Oh,
from the
damn.
bottom.
Oh wow.
We are in front
Ooh.
of North Carolina Central and importantly Southern, who played us
Who
down
we
to the
played.
wire. And the only reason we won that game, despite our piss poor free throw shooting, is they're actually worse at it than us.
Oh, they missed a few free throws as
Yeah,
well.
that was the
again,
only
yeah.
close game we played, and we managed to out free throw the other team because they shoot 49%.
Oh,
Our free throw shooting is terrible.
I mean, all these other teams are like really bad, and we're undefeated.
it's just
Free throws
crazy
was
when
not
you
some
look at.
free throws was not something we had to worry about last year. We were really good at free throw shooting
Well,
last
some of the
year.
same players too. So it's just got to get, improve there.
Yeah.
I'm now curious.
I mean,
We
I
are
think part of-
14th in the country in threes and 346 in free throws.
yeah, that's insane.
That's terrible. That really is really bad.
I mean, it's definitely gonna cost us a game if we don't improve. You can't
Now
close
we're going
games like that.
undefeated. We're going undefeated.
Okay. We'll just let that linger.
Listen, if somehow we do, that clip will be at the beginning of the intro.
If we go undefeated, I'm gonna have to do this, right? Is it gonna work? There it is.
Oh my god.
Vish is learning the hand signals to get like the confetti and stuff.
It's
to
not
pop
even
up.
on purpose because this is why I had to disable this stuff on WebEx because I'm from Miami. I talk with my hands. So when you have these gestures on, it is just all over the screen when I'm talking because I'm always moving my hand around. So I've always disabled this, but I think it did on the operating system.
I mean, we
level.
figured that out because of my outros.
Oh yes.
Anything else we need to fix besides free throw shooting?
I think we've
Not
been
playing
good
down to the opponent.
we've been good on the we've rebounded well, especially the last few games. That was a problem a little bit earlier in the year, specifically against Southern. We didn't close out some defensive possessions, but no, we're playing really well. This is a game we should win, and
What would that put us at 8-0? 7, 8-0?
We're gonna put us at 8-0, and then are we straight to Baylor after that?
Oh, I just had it up.
And I don't know. I have last year's up because I was looking
On
at
a
that.
neutral site.
Well, yeah, we are straight to Baylor after that, so we got 8 days for Baylor.
That's rough. Vish is going to that game.
Yeah, I will be in San Antonio, probably coughing in the front row or wherever they put me.
Was DePaul a tournament
Yo,
team last year?
Those coughs last forever. Did DePaul
No,
make
I
the tournament
know.
last year?
I don't think so. I don't think they were very good.
But this is something that we talked about earlier in the season, how seeding has been affected for the women because we've had some of these games at the beginning of the season that we've lost that we shouldn't have lost.
All right.
This year so far we've been winning them.
Yes, we're gonna play the guessing game again. I'm gonna tell you how many games they played last year. Give me their record. They played 33 games.
Who, DePaul?
Yeah. What do you think their record was out of 33 games?
They didn't miss a tournament? Is it DePaul's the Big East, right?
Yeah,
They are.
Big East.
I'm gonna say 11-22.
Matt?
I have no idea.
I'm just throwing out a random number.
Give me a guess, man. Just
I'll go
33.
12-21 or something.
They were 16-17. So we were in the minority. They ironically beat us, and then we caught them at the wrong time because they beat us, and they turned around and beat a ranked Maryland team in the next game. And then they beat Pitt the week after that, and then they kind of fell apart.
Dang. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a bad loss. We want to know why we get seeded 8 and 9, like Melissa said. It was doing things like that. And then when you start playing well in the ACC, it's enough to get you into the tournament, but you've already damaged your seed. So this year so far, I mean, if we win that Baylor game, we are really locking in then at, potentially, if
It's a good win. That would be.
well, if you do that, you got Jackson State and Alabama State, and then the ACC play kicks off. And if you take care of Baylor, I mean, that's 2 out of conference wins. I know it's neutral site, but everyone knows it's a road game on the road. Undefeated out of conference, and you're playing in the best conference already. You do well in that conference. Like, there's a very good chance to host if you win that Baylor game. But you got to beat DePaul first. You blow the DePaul game, then all of a sudden.
Gosh, I hope we host. I would love to get to some tournament games down here. That would be amazing. So, and then of course we're all meeting up in Phoenix.
Phoenix to Cleveland, back to Phoenix, back to Cleveland, or
I know, Vish. I gotta save up some frequent flyer miles or something. We got a lot of travel.
if we're
to do.
actually doing those flights, I do get like a companion ticket every year. I don't know when it resets. I gotta look. You just get a ticket for $100 as long as you're on the same ticket as me.
Yeah.
And you get all my
Matt
status.
Matt said he doesn't matter what's going on. He's not going to Cleveland, so
No, leave that.
Matt will just have to find stuff to do on the off day. When
Well,
we're in
we'd have to
Cleveland
start.
watching the
We have
women.
to start in Cleveland, right? Because that's first.
We
Then we go to
would start in Cleveland on my
On your
birthday because the
birthday.
women's semifinals are the day of my birthday. So that would be such a great present to watch the women like make the finals for the Natty. That would be amazing.
What if we lose?
Well, Vish, me and you watching a game together is 1-0 so far for basketball.
It is 1-0 for basketball. It is mixed for
Football is not so much.
Well, mixed for football and baseball. They
And
have
baseball
a picture
is
of
all
us up
losses.
outside the light saying, "Do not admit these two people together."
Just put this picture up with Jazz.
that was post losing to Duke, I believe.
Yeah, and then we went to regionals, and I watched us lose 2 games as well. So
Those are the only 2
0-3
games
with
you went
Vish at
to. I went
baseball
to the
games.
other 2 that we won to.
Yeah. Me and Matt have never watched a sporting event together.
No.
We were both in the arena for the Final Four, but we weren't sitting together. We had just
the
met the day
tournament will
before.
be together, so that'll be.
Me and Matt had just met the day before. He didn't know what he was
Yeah.
getting into hanging out with me and Vish.
I did not.
Yo, I still got the kicks right here. The new kicks. They're right here on the floor. I'm waiting. I can't wait to bust them out.
All right. Anything else on the women before we
Make free throws.
Well, it's make free throws. Also, you really want to play well, but I will say, kind of just make sure you get out of there with the win because with an 8-day layoff, it's not going to really carry over.
Yeah.
So you just don't blow the game. Basically, don't mess up the front half of the season by losing to DePaul at home. I don't think there's going to be anyone there. It's finals week, as Jackson attests to, and that's why there's gaps in the schedule for both teams. But yeah, so it's not going to be a big crowd, but still, we should win this game.
I would have gone, but I'm going to be on a plane. Before we move on to the men, shall we rep Prize Picks?
Sure, I don't have it up, so just do it from memory.
It's not. I do it from memory anyway.
I know, but normally we're showing stuff on the screen, so just.
Look,
Jackson will be cheering the women on. There we go.
Yes, thank you, Jackson. Rep.
Good job.
There we go. We need to get some buckets merch, so some of these diehards that are in our chat every week can rep buckets. But anyway, we are 6 String Canes and 5 Reasons Sports and Buckets is sponsored by Prize Picks. Head over to prizepicks.com, sign up using the offer code 5, that's FIVE, as in 5 national championships. And the network will match, and Prize Picks will match up to your first $100 in deposits. Basically, what you do is you pick 2 to 5 players, bet over under on their stats, and if you get it right, you win money. So prizepicks.com, offer code 5. 5 as in Davon Reed's number.
Oh, one of Matt's guys.
Matt's guy.
Shout out my guy. Playing for the Memphis Hustle now.
I had to think for a minute. I'm like, who wears 5? Who wears 5? And then I was like, all right, Davon Reed.
That is not a fake my guy. That is a legitimate my guy for Matt.
There's never a fake my guy.
There are degrees. There's fake one. Fake is a strong word. There's degrees of my guys. Davon's inner circle my guy.
I'm a my guy.
100%.
I'm a my guy.
We're different.
Yes, you are.
We're different. We're
it's different.
My guy is unisex.
It is.
It's like saying bro in Miami. Everyone's a bro.
This will be my second women's game. Way to rep, Jackson. Thank you for supporting the team. They don't get enough support. Also, make sure you're also studying for finals because we don't want you to fail. So
look, man, it's a Friday night. I'm assuming he's having an exam on Saturday. Go enjoy yourself with the game, man. What do we do?
There you go.
None of that stuff is that important. It's just great.
I used to study in the lines waiting to get in for the game, to get the games my last 2 years because the nursing program is so intense. I would just bring like a notebook or something, and while we were waiting in line to get in or during like timeouts and shit, I would just like pull out my notes and study for like 20 minutes.
During a timeout?
Well, like halftime. Oh, good stuff, Jackson.
Yeah, he's got time. He's handling his business.
Yeah,
Where's
he's got
Bill?
it.
Bill's not in the chat tonight.
Bill is at his. He was at a basketball game. I think it was. Who was it for? His granddaughter, I think, or
Okay.
something. Yeah, he
Matt
posted a
knows the
picture of it.
goings on of the OGs of our chat.
Well, me, Jackson, and Bill have a hoops chat. So shout out to my guys, Jackson and Bill.
I mean, there's been
No,
about
that's not a fake,
two
my
minutes
guys.
of basketball discussion on this show. This is going to be a hard edit.
All right, men's basketball. We are playing Colorado on Sunday, for which me and Vish are going up to New York to Barclays to watch this game.
By the way, the weather on Sunday is cool, though. I don't know if you saw this.
It's what?
It's rain.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Rain on.
So the forecast changed.
Rain on starting Friday night in
New York or in DC?
I mean, sorry, Saturday night all the way into Sunday.
Hey, it's not just gonna be raining outside of Barclays. It's gonna be raining inside too. It's the way these two teams shoot.
Perhaps
three.
Is it gonna perhaps be raining buckets?
Colorado has 2 losses. One to Colorado State, and the other. Did they just lose? Wasn't it a bad beat? Who did they just lose to?
They lost to Florida State.
They lost to Florida State. Yeah, in overtime. Okay. It was in one of the tournament. I don't remember which one it was, but.
Although apparently Florida State's a little bit better than most of us thought they would be. So.
No, they're definitely better.
I mean, they did get blown out by Florida, but. Jackson was studying during the timeouts last night. Although you weren't at the arena. Were you? I don't know.
I mean, that game you could study during the game. I mean, I don't think that was any.
Oh, he might have been at the game. So
he might have been at the game. You could wait. Because he did hop into the post game. But yeah, no, he was studying at the game.
Good work, Jackson.
I mean, well, fortunately, it was low stress after it was 21-0 right at the beginning. Just dig into your finance.
You got this, Jackson. That was your only study break. It's a good study. Those were my study breaks too. I actually showed up to a game like 10 minutes late once because I was at a finals review. So I went to my finals review dressed in all of my cane stuff that I used to wear to games as a student, which was a lot because I'd have like the long orange and green socks and like orange and green head to toe. So I got a few looks from my classmates, but it's okay.
Wait, you got looks from your classmates wearing orange and green on campus?
Well, it's like the nursing program, so like not all of them were like a lot of them didn't live on campus and stuff. They were just at Miami for like people transfer in or they're older doing nursing degree as their second job. So it's just like I was like this stupid 20-year-old like in full on orange and green coming to a finals review.
Look, when you're in Mecca, you dress appropriately. I don't know what they expect you to wear there, but
yeah. The most perfect game day before a final because the close games stressed me out. Yeah, no, it was good that that we scored the first 21 points.
All right, this is not, should not be construed as academic advice. I feel like you all are studying too much or studied too much. It is.
I mean, I don't know what Jackson is majoring in, but with the nursing program, you're never studying too much. It's way too much information. I studied every day. So anyway,
it would have been fine. There's a point where it's not really doing any good.
Let's just say the one class I never studied for is the one class I got to be in.
Oh no, Matt, can you believe this?
Wow,
she got to be in that one class.
I failed the final and still managed to get a B, but
that's my point. Why are you stressing about the final? You failed it, got a B. What's the worst that's gonna happen? I think you're answering my question for me.
There's a long story to why I failed that final, which we can discuss off air. No one needs to know the details of that. But anyway, let's talk about the men. It's a funny story, but again, we shouldn't talk about it on air. Anyway,
I have a lot.
So the men play Colorado on Sunday. Me and Vish will be there. I have a brand new jersey that I'm wearing to that game. I'm so excited. Always and my Canes jacket, good stuff. But yeah, what are we looking for? I want more Keyshawn minutes. I need to see that hair on the floor more often.
I need Norchad not to be in foul trouble. That's what I need.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think
I'll tell you
we
who I
talked-
want to not see on the floor is
yeah. Well, we talked about it last episode, Vish, but like, you know, their center, he does a good job of fighting for position, right? And he's really aggressive with it. I could see Norchad like picking up quick fouls because of it. So that's definitely something to look at, you know, fighting for sorry, Melissa's in the comments of our own show while she's on the show. This is like
Well, I want to address
Um,
everybody as well, and we
but-
can't keep tangenting. So I'm just gonna respond in the chat too.
I'll respond to Jackson. Don't do it.
Yeah, he's following it. He's following in Matt's footsteps here.
Yeah,
so-
don't do it, Jackson.
Jackson's an accounting anyway.
But yeah, no, I think that's something definitely to look at. I mean, every game is, you know, Norchad can't get into foul trouble, but I think this one in particular, with how their big plays and whatnot, and the fact that, you know, they are a bigger team, they hit the offensive glass pretty hard. You know, this is something to definitely look at.
Team rebound.
Bernard says not too
Yeah.
many people are gonna push Norchad around.
Wait
I
till
mean,
you see
did
the
you see
center
that? Like,
for-
did you see that 40-year-old backup center for LIU? He looked like he was 40.
yeah, with the hair all on his like upper.
He was like number 43 or something.
Yeah,
I was watching the replay of the game. I'm like, you look like you're 40. How are you still playing in college? And he was trying to like body Norchad like on an inbounds play, and even the announcers were like, "Oh, I wouldn't do that."
gonna make him mad.
Yeah,
Jackson
no,
does all hoop stock.
I don't know that Norchad will get pushed around as much as
It's more the fighting for position.
yeah,
Yeah.
and then causing, you know, picking up fouls, and then we're in trouble here.
I mean,
'Cause the
Lampkin's
backups will be-
Lampkin's a big dude. I don't know how much he weighs, like a decent amount. Gotta see this.
oh
What
man,
guy
you-
scored that? Oh, the big guy, the 40-year-old guy.
The 40-year-old guy.
I will
yo,
say the walk-ons got in with like a minute left, and neither of them were able to get a shot off, and I was kind of sad about that.
you're using 40-year-old as a pejorative, and I don't like it. I feel attacked on my own damn show here. You know, you come here to be my co-host and have a safe space, and then, you know, just get a catch and
But you're
strays.
not playing college basketball. He is.
Well, I mean, at least have some sympathy for Cam McCormick. You know, us 40-year-olds got to stick together a little bit.
Cam's
Matt, you were.
not
I think you were
40%.
looking up how big this dude is. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, so he was. I mean, it lists. You know, ESPN is like. I mean, I don't know
Oh,
how
he
accurate it is.
doesn't. The numbers don't back him up, so now the numbers are a problem.
Well, no, I don't know. So I
this
don't
is
know
the
how
counting
accurate it
guy.
is.
He's covering the
6'11",
butts.
6'11", 265.
Oh, that's not going to do anything, Norchad.
Isn't
have you seen
Norchad
him
like
on film, though?
260?
That's why
Yeah,
I
but
don't think
Norchad's
this
all
is
muscle.
accurate. Yeah, this
Norchad's
dude-
all muscle.
No, this guy's not.
That guy's
muscle.
probably
He's
body
big.
fat, which means he probably has no strength. He just tries to throw his weight around, and he probably doesn't have a good center of
No, he's-
balance like Norchad does.
He's strong. He knows how to fight for position in the post. He's not.
Yeah, but he's not
He's a
Norchad.
pretty smart player. Yeah, he's not Norchad, but he could get Norchad in foul trouble. Is what I'm saying. 100%. Because Norchad has shown that he's going to fight for that position. You know, similar to what happened in that Kentucky game. You know, gets a little physical, extends his arm. You know, he had that one foul
Mhm.
reaching in, and it can happen.
This is
That's all I'm
Lampkin.
saying. Yeah, Eddie Lampkin. He was a transfer from
Is he even
TCU.
is he even a starter?
Yeah, he is.
He plays less. He plays 23 minutes a game.
Dude, he's
Maybe
a
he
big
also gets in
dude.
foul
That's
trouble.
why.
Yeah, I'm not worried about this guy.
Oh, is he sucking air? Like he needs like breaks?
He
Yeah.
can't even hit threes. He can't make buckets. What are we talking about?
Oh my god.
Matt, although I will say I do agree with you. The that Norchad 3 at the beginning of the game was like the most confident Norchad has looked shooting a 3.
Yeah, no, it was
Yeah.
super in rhythm.
agree with
the
you.
quickest release I've ever seen him was shooting.
Because I
threes.
watched the game when I got up today, and then I watched the show from last night. So that's an extra view
Yeah.
for buckets.
Yeah, Jackson, similar to like DJ Burns, bigger body dude like that.
Mhm.
DJ Burns is more of a threat offensively for sure, but
So
I'm just saying from the standpoint of, the physicality and
So
whatnot.
when Norchad was asked who the toughest player he's had to play against was, he did say DJ Burns.
Yeah.
That's what prompted the questions about Baycott and the disrespectful response to him saying, "I own that guy," basically.
I love Norchad.
Oh.
I need to go to a game as a member of the media and hope that Norchad balls out so that he can be in the press conference that I can go to and ask him a question.
About
I mean, I would ask him about something that went on in the game. Obviously, I'm not gonna fangirl. I mean, I may be super nervous when I ask him, but it'd be cool to ask him a question.
do it in Spanish.
Maybe he'll tell you to chill.
No, that would be disrespectful because my Spanish is terrible. I mean, unless you want me to ask him how his gallbladder is.
My Spanish is terrible too. I asked him.
I'm sure he appreciated the effort.
That's my point. He would appreciate it.
Question. And you didn't ask him a North Carolina question.
40%. Damn, I didn't realize it was that good because I know he'd missed a string of them.
Yeah, no, he's good. That's what we said he needed to improve on in the offseason, and he's doing it.
Yeah. I think getting back to the game, though, too, something to look at is defensively, communicating switches and getting back in transition. They're a really good shooting team, so you can't lose shooters. That's kind of what happened in the Kentucky game. You can't. Oh my god. But yeah.
we know who that is, even though he didn't get the last name right.
Well, Deegan.
Wooga is still shooting over 50% from three. I mean, he was at like 80% at one point to start the year. We knew that would come back down to earth a little bit, but yeah.
Yeah. Should we go over some numbers
here? I would like
Yep.
to see Bensley get it going again. His offense has been a little the last few games, and he started hot.
He's been in a little bit of a funk, just generally.
Yeah.
I would say.
And again, I'm going to say it again. Matt Cleveland doesn't get enough credit for what he's been doing for the squad this year.
Yeah, if anything, he needs to be a little bit more aggressive too.
Yeah, no, he needs.
I'm starting a Matt Cleveland fan club.
He needs to assert himself a little bit more. That's the one.
I know Matt. I know this Matt doesn't like the city of Cleveland, but his first name is Matt, and then you got to root for Matt Cleveland.
I have a problem with the place, not the name.
I don't understand. Have you been to Cleveland? What happened?
No.
There?
Why would I want to go to Cleveland?
Okay, so how are you?
Are we going on a Cleveland tangent now?
No, let's talk hoops.
It's just funny. I was just relating things.
Well, I mean, he doesn't make any sense, but I'm not willing to unpack that at this point. So,
add that to our off season of cities we never want to go to. That could be
irrationally hate, I would say.
No, it's rational.
I don't want to go to Tallahassee.
That's different.
Oh, that's different.
But I actually am going in 2025.
Yes, that's different. That place, we know what's in that place. That's why I asked you what happened with Cleveland, and you don't have an answer.
Can't tell you on air.
No, all right, fine.
Matt just likes to stay on the West Coast.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, we'll all be here for the ACC tournament, so.
And for our game of horse in the offseason at the indoor facility.
That's in Miami.
Yeah.
It's the East Coast.
It's still in the correct time zone, yes. Okay, so what else, Matt? What else are we looking at? I know their guard is like.
Oh yeah, KJ Simpson. No, yeah. And I think too the interesting thing, is sorry. After getting into the tangents, it's just like, I think the interesting thing is going to be the matchups, right? We talked about it. Their team is a lot bigger. KJ Simpson 6'2". Everyone else in their starting lineup is 6'6" and taller. I think, who's going to pick up KJ Simpson? Is it going to be Nigel? Is it going to be Bensley? If it's Bensley, who does Nigel pick up? I think that's going to be the interesting side of it. But they're really
So,
good
so do we
3-point
have to
shooting.
hide? Do we have to hide a defender basically?
What do you
And
mean
if so,
hide a
how-
defender?
well, if Bensley picks him up, Nigel's going to be exposed. Is Nigel basically going to be exposed to whoever we put him on? Is that like?
I think in a way, yeah. I mean, they have another guard, Javon Hadley, too. He's not really much of a shooter, so I just don't know how the matchups are. And then I mean, we haven't even talked about Cody Williams, their 5-star freshman, who is very athletic. He's really good at attacking the rim. It's going to be interesting to see who takes him. I don't know if it's going to be Matt Cleveland, but then you have Tristan Da Silva, the stretch 4. So it's going to be interesting to see how the
Cheering
matchup
on the opponent's
go.
stretch 4 is going to start really.
No, just I cheer on the mention of a stretch 4.
Yeah, I have a feeling Wooga's probably going to guard Cody Williams, the 5-star freshman. And then in terms of Da Silva, probably Matthew Cleveland. He's, the only thing about that is then you have Matthew Cleveland out more on the perimeter. Does that take away from your? Yeah, I mean, pretty much everyone on their team can shoot though, besides their center. I think they have even a big off the bench that can kind of shoot as well. So
we gotta work on those defensive rotations because like LIU had some open looks, but they weren't making them, and that's gonna bite us in the butt against a better shooting team like this. So
well, and I think too
sure
the other thing I was gonna say is like we're gonna give up offensive rebounds, right? They're significantly bigger than us, but then are we able to force turnovers? They are turnover prone. They're one of the worst in college basketball with turnovers. So can we get active in the passing lanes without, giving up defensive position? That's kind of what to look at. Like, what's the trade-off between second chance opportunities for them and points off turnovers for us, right?
So do you think if there's going to be an issue in particular defensively, do you think we see Keyshawn or Chris Watson for an extended? But do you think we have yet to actually like sub out of need? It's always been foul trouble or just like, we'll get some guys some minutes. It's never been like, okay, we need to mix it up. And I think Kentucky just went from competitive to not competitive so quick. There wasn't really a chance to make an adjustment there. But do you think there might be some strategic extended minutes for if we're getting?
Well, you don't know if. Yeah, I mean, Bensley's had problems with fouls, right? So that's a real thing.
Well, I mean, outside of foul trouble. Have to strategically go a little bigger at the guard position.
Yeah, I think it depends on what you get from Bensley offensively, because like we said, he's been struggling a little bit. And also how good of a job is he doing defensively? Like, is it making up, on that margin? That's the two things I would really look at. And then, I mean, Nigel too. I just don't know how they're going to match up as well. That's like what I'm really looking at. I'm not 100% familiar with the other Colorado players. So it's going to be interesting to see how Nigel can do on defense, if they can expose that on our side.
I hope Nigel starts hot and stays hot, because when he starts making threes to start the game, he doesn't miss. Did you when I hate to bring it back to the LIU game, but I just thought of this and I meant to mention it before. Jack was talking about Paul Jobé when Jobé got into the game, and they were comparing him to a young Wooga Poplar, and I was like, well, I hope so.
Yeah, he's so raw that I guess
Wooga
wasn't great his first year, but this is another level of.
Mm-hmm. But we'll see. But yeah, Colorado is going to be another big test.
It is, and it's also it's kind of a tournament dry run. It's in an NBA arena. It's conceivably it's gonna be like a second round matchup type of deal in the tournament. So this is a good test for them.
I think that if we win this game, it would be the best non-conference win we would have this season.
Oh, for sure.
Like if we're looking at this like in the future, like looking back on the season.
I think so. I agree.
I'm looking at this sports book wire
I think
prediction: Colorado 78, Miami 76.
I was gonna say Colorado's like a 2.5 point favorite.
Interesting.
Are they ranked?
Nope, I don't think so.
Interesting.
Well, so wait, so I mean, I don't know about the two of you. I totally expect to win this game.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, I'm just
But
saying.
the betting
I
money.
expect us to win every game.
Okay, let's. I think there's degrees of that. I'm
We're
not
winning the Natty
finding
this year.
I'm the while going. What is it? Something in with the only the Kentucky game being the only loss. That's your prediction.
Yeah. Kentucky will be the only game that we lost.
All right, you're just doing shit in case it comes true. You want it all in the intro. Next time you do that, don't like cover your mouth and you're saying like this because it's gonna be really stupid when I clip that later when we win the championship.
I don't think it's actually going to happen that we're going to win out the whole year, but
I will agree with that. Colorado has
Larinaga is
talent,
the
but
big
they're
advantage. Yeah.
not. Yeah.
I mean,
do think-
Coach L has the coaching advantage over most.
Miami should definitely have a crowd management to come and then we had a decent show.
Tournament games in Brooklyn back in the day. And
There is a heavy northeastern presence for our alumni base, so they tend to show up to things.
I mean, I'm going up there from Miami, so I'll be repping.
It's there'll definitely I think be more Canes there than Colorado, but keep in mind it is a 4-game ticket, and I believe St. John's is on one of them, so might be quite a few empty seats when we're playing. Well, no, I don't know that they're going to necessarily our tickets are for 4 games. We're going to one of them. I mean,
well, yeah, we're not going to make the morning games. We'll be on the road,
and we're not going to stay till the night game. So
no, we'll be driving more than we'll be in NYC. So
yep,
it's going to be a fun game to be at though, because I think it's going to be a high scoring game.
75% of the students at Miami are from Jersey and New York.
I'm gonna just, my guy's deep in his finance, but those numbers aren't right, buddy.
I'm sure there's a good amount, but I don't know about 75%.
No, the majority is from Florida. Like
We're not staying in Brooklyn. We are driving from DC for the day and coming back to DC.
How far is that drive?
I'm on a flight
4.
to DC tomorrow. It's 4 hours.
It's like me driving to Vegas.
Yeah,
not bad.
Related to basketball stuff. No.
This is the only show where someone says Vegas, we immediately think basketball and summer league, and not everything else that happens in Vegas. And immediately ties.
We had a whole show of Matt talking about.
I know. I'm just saying, I knew what you were talking about too. It wasn't even questionable. He said Vegas, where Matt goes there for summer league. We're the only show that would associate Vegas with that as the first thing you think about with Vegas.
Absolutely.
Remember he ran into Boeheim?
Boeheim is way too on TV.
Yeah.
And told him good luck with the season.
I told him good luck this season. Vish got one tonight, so I'm gonna say it. Fuck that guy. Honestly.
Oh, are we allowed one F word per show?
We're not. Go ahead. I let one fly, and now Matt's taking liberties.
Oh, I get one at some point. I don't know when I'm gonna throw. I might have to let that roll over to another show.
No, what are you doing here? There's no currency that you can just
Yeah,
yo, if you're dropping F-bombs, I get one.
You got to use it today, though.
We'll see if I can get it in.
So
I can think of one person you could direct it to.
So
Who?
I pulled
Well,
the
I'm not gonna
numbers.
say it on.
Put it in the private chat.
I pulled the numbers. 41% Florida residents, 48% non-Florida, 11% international. The non-Florida includes the international, I think. And then top states of residents outside of Florida, because Florida is the highest. New York 1. Number 2, my guy Matt's California is 2. Third is Jersey. Fourth is Massachusetts. Fifth is Pennsylvania. And the second outside the United States, second is China in terms of students.
Sorry.
Oh boy.
Did you like McClinton? Bernard, yes. I enjoyed his commentary because it's nice to hear a Miami bias for a change.
I mean, he is
A
that.
wait,
Oh my
can
god.
we talk about
We
Vish
gotta
has
get
brought
ourselves
this up.
some respect. He's just openly cheering, using "we" left and right. I mean, it is.
Love
I
it. Love the Miami bias.
I love the bias to the 3-point shot too. Like,
I mean, that is.
oh,
He's
that's a
like,
great
reward
shot.
Booga. Reward Booga from the logo. Reward him from the logo.
Like I said,
he said the LIU guy made his first 2 threes, and he's like, "Yeah, I'd shoot 3, 4, and 5 easily." Like, I was like, "Nobody can shoot like you, Jack," but that's okay.
Yeah, exactly. He commentates as if he's the one taking all the shots.
Can't wait for the next game. He's gonna be like, "No, you got to pull that from half court."
Look,
You're
once you get the
open.
rebound, just let it loose. Other side
Yeah,
of the
like
court, don't matter.
anytime Nigel had the ball, like multiple times, he was like, "Oh, I want to see Nigel shoot that shot." I was like, "There's like a 6'10" like center in his face. Like he's not shooting that."
Yeah, I wonder if the business
Jackson's
school
in his
guys
own
are-
bubble.
Yeah, no, he's we're talking about the school, that the athletic program is attached to. Some people on this show have degrees from there.
I do. I have 2.
It's those two.
Mine are over there on my dresser.
I don't even know where mine is. But mine's from
Matt,
Cal State Long Beach.
I was on the
Oh.
phone with one of my friends earlier, and she's going to Long Beach for a conference next weekend.
Oh, she is?
And I thought of you.
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, my guy Matt, Long Beach, that's his hood."
Is that your
It
hood?
it is most definitely not my hood.
So
Okay?
you're not honestly, I don't know
I'm
where
not
anything
Warren
is there.
G,
so-
okay? Just hit the east side of the LBC.
Wow, Matt making
Wait,
the oldest
didn't you go to
all-time
school there?
Yeah,
Didn't
I
you go
went
to school there?
That's not my hood.
I mean, but it's kind of your hood.
No, it's not my hood.
Basketball topic: LaSalle is a sneaky good team after Colorado.
Let's get through Colorado first, and then we'll deal with LaSalle.
I don't think we're gonna be looking past Colorado at LaSalle. Like, oh no, we're in.
I
A
think we'll have plenty of time to talk about LaSalle.
We played LaSalle years ago down here, and I think it was a few years after I graduated, and it was like me and like the guys I'd always go to game with, and someone from like the athletic department or something like hooked us up, and like instead of sitting in general admission, let us sit courtside for that game, and it was really cool.
That's cool. There is nice parts of Long Beach. There is.
How far are you from Long Beach?
It's like, I mean, when I was going to school and I was driving to school, it should normally take you like 15, 20 minutes. It took me like 12,
Traffic.
probably like 10 or 12.
Oh,
Oh, you went the other way with it. You just
I was just zooming.
wait, did we show Matt's Christmas lights?
I think that's. Are you done with him yet? He was still working on them yesterday.
Oh, y'all got
That's
to
what I
see
was
the
doing.
setup that Matt has. Matt's Christmas light setup is insane. Instead of Matty Ice, he's Matty Lights during December.
Yeah, this is when I evolve into Matty Lights. And I
It's
agree with Jackson.
absolutely insane.
San Diego is the spot. Shout out to Max.
I've never been to
maxed
San
out.
Diego.
San Diego's really fun.
I've been to LA and San Francisco.
Yeah.
I liked LA better.
Yeah. LA
Too
is
many
just
hills in San Fran.
LA LA is huge.
Everything
is.
in California is huge. That state is like massive. It's the size of countries.
The first thing I
Yeah.
did the day I flew into LA was get Randy's Donuts, and then we went to In-N-Out.
But you don't even eat meat, right?
I ordered a grilled cheese
Grilled
off the
cheese?
secret menu, and basically their grilled cheese is some cheese melted onto a hamburger bun. It was not good,
That's what a grilled cheese is.
but not a hamburger bun. Use some like real bread.
Melissa's hilarious because she'll go to In-N-Out even though she doesn't eat beef. So it's like, what's the point?
Did you only
My
get
friends wanted to
cheese?
go.
Did you only get cheese on it?
They didn't give me an option.
Well, you can ask for it. I sometimes get a grilled
Oh.
cheese with everything on it, and I get whole grilled onions on it.
I will say that their fries are garbage, but their milkshakes are insane.
Yeah, their fries are trash.
They're crap.
Their burgers are the best.
Shut
though.
up, Ish.
All I'm saying is between that and going to the all-you-can-eat sushi by like where you live. I mean,
The
why
Japanese,
do it?
the
Yeah,
Japanese
yeah,
buffet.
Yes.
Oh, what's it called?
It's Kyojin, right? But
Kyojin.
yeah, no,
I
I've been to
gotta
No, they had
Kyojin.
teriyaki chicken. They had teriyaki chicken.
I've been to
I ate that. It was good.
Kyojin, and this is like I went to Kyojin. I'm like, so you spent like $30 for an all-you-can-eat thing to eat like
This
a
is
piece of
this
chicken.
is the thing. I end up at these places because my friends are less picky eaters than I am. And so they wanted to go. That's why I ended up at Kyojin. In-N-Out, like my friend Justin was like, we're going to In-N-Out no matter what.
Yeah, you
And
have to do it.
If you understood his travel day, so he was in North Carolina. The other three of us that went live in Miami. So we were all on the same flight together. Our flight got delayed 2 hours before we left. His flight got canceled. So he had a nonstop flight from North Carolina to LA that ended up getting canceled. He had to drive to another airport from Raleigh to Charlotte. And then he took a flight from Charlotte to New Orleans to Dallas to LA. So he got in at like 9:30 at night, and he was like, we're going to In-N-Out. And we couldn't say no after all of that because he had the longest day of travel.
So it is
So,
fast food.
I figured it out.
You can pick up In-N-Out and then go to the Popeyes next door and get that. So you get some proper chicken. Those are options.
Why would I go to Popeyes?
Because it's 9:30 and Chick-fil-A's already closed.
I'd rather just have the grilled cheese from In-N-Out.
Oh, that's a lie. By the way, I found a chicken spot for us to eat at.
Oh, my cousin sent me a list of restaurants in the area that he's suggesting we eat at.
Okay.
One of my
chicken.
cousins lives in DC, and so I hit him up. I was like, "Hey, I'm going to be in DC," because it would be not cool of me to not let him know I was in the area. Anything else to talk about? A lot of tangents today. Poor Vish is going to have fun editing this one.
Such, we all. I guess we all have our role here.
Wait,
crap
Vish, I
load
got
of
a question
tangents?
for you. Since
Yeah.
we're already doing all these tangents, what's your favorite fast food burger?
Just the burger itself.
Yeah.
I mean, what's considered fast food? Is
Let's
it
go
just
like a fast food place. It's like, we'll say it's like not a regional fast food place, right?
okay. Whopper.
Burger King.
It's the Whopper.
It's an underrated choice, to be honest.
Miami-based company.
Oh, I did not know that.
So is Popeyes. That's why we're all slandered the hometown. The same company.
Well, Bojangles doesn't have a freaking store down here, and the CEOs went to UM.
Oh, he followed me on Twitter the other day. I
I'm
forgot to
telling you.
tell you guys.
He's our guy. He's following
Yeah.
all
That's
of
my
us.
guy
I
now.
tagged him in one tweet about getting Bojangles in Miami, and he immediately followed me. So
Oh,
the
he's a Miami guy.
Bojangles CEO will follow you back.
The Bojangles CEO is a Miami guy, and then Burger King Popeyes is based in Miami. That's why when you go to the airport tomorrow, Melissa, if you look out your window on the cross from the airport, you will see the corporate headquarters for Burger King and Popeyes.
Mhm.
On
Also-
on 836.
Real quick, if you guys aren't following our Buckets account, Buckets_Canes, you should be. We're actually up to 265 followers, which is really cool.
Wow.
Just pointing it out there. Shout out to whoever was posting from it yesterday during the game.
I posted like
You'll
3
know when it's
times.
me posting during a game because I post a million things. Matt and Vish are a bit less chatty.
Wait, when is the game on Saturday? Or on
Sunday?
this weekend? Yeah, that's what I meant.
2
Sorry.
o'clock?
2 p.m.
Dang, 2 p.m.
Real
your
time. Real time.
Yeah, subject to there is like so the game before starts at 11:30, so it should be done with the 30 minutes in between to warm up. But if it's overtime or whatever and it runs long, then it's 30 minutes. Technically 2 o'clock or 30 minutes after the previous game, and it's whichever is works. So,
Damn. Oh.
Anything else to add, guys? I have to go pack.
well, Matt never told us what his burger was.
Oh.
Oh,
I'm not going to ask you, Melissa, because I know you don't eat them. So,
Out of like the main, I would say probably Wendy's. Burger King's
I
up
do
there.
enjoy a
I mean, if it
Frosty.
was out at every place, I would definitely say In-N-Out. But yeah, go with Wendy's.
I mean,
Their
which
fries
ones are
terrible though?
they used to be better and they reformulated it. But anyway,
Just McDonald's fries.
see, I'd take Burger King onion rings over those. The Burger King fries are terrible.
Nathan's fries.
They're terrible.
Nathan's fries are amazing.
Nathan's fries are really
By the way,
good.
there's
Nathan's fries are good.
there's Nathan's all over the place when you start going into the Northeast. They're all over the Jersey.
I think their
Turnpike.
original store was on Coney Island.
It is, but
Yeah.
they're like all over the Jersey Turnpike and shit. So
Those are the packaged hot dogs I get, man.
those
Maybe
are
we'll
bad.
pass the Nathan's on the way to Barclays. I don't know. I don't know the route we take and where we drive through.
We
to get
will.
there.
They'll be on the Jersey Turnpike.
They're everywhere,
They're on
aren't
the they're on the service stations off the Jersey Turnpike.
We should stop for fries.
Okay. At 8:30 in the morning, let's pull into this.
We're not
There
going to
you
be
go.
in New Jersey at 8:30 in the morning.
Breakfast fries.
I don't think
Let's
you
do it.
realize how close shit is here.
I'm not up in the Northeast very often.
It's gonna go. We'll be in Maryland in 2 minutes because it's just there.
It's right
And-
there.
and
I've been to
then-
Maryland.
And then you go through Delaware like this, and you're in Jersey, and most of the drive's in Jersey.
Interesting. Okay. I mean, I've been to New Jersey. I've actually been to a lot of the Northeast, but I was a kid, so it doesn't count.
No, but we'll stop. It's not going to be 8:30. It'll be later than that, but it'll be breakfast potatoes. That's what
We
it'll be.
haven't discussed when we were leaving. That's on Sunday. We have a whole day of Saturday to do touristy things. I'm very excited. I told Vish, I was like, if I'm flying up there, we're going to do tourist stuff in DC. So he's so nicely obliged.
I mean, I
So
never
I'm flying
do
in tomorrow night.
because I'm either working or I'm leaving. So I never actually like do things here. So I had to ask around for a chicken recommendation, which I got.
There you go. Well, what do you
You
normally
still can't
eat?
pump your
Yeah,
own
that's
gas
correct.
in Jersey.
That's
Wait,
correct. Yeah, you don't.
you're not allowed to pump your own gas in Jersey?
Nope, it's all full service.
Wow.
Why? I've
It's a
never had
law.
somebody pump my gas for me.
They
It's
had
a
that.
law.
I don't know if they're still doing it, and they used to have it in Oregon though. Too.
They did. They did.
Yeah.
It was always Oregon and New Jersey.
But
Yeah,
Yeah,
why?
you pull up, dude comes out, takes your card, swipes it, pumps your gas. Away you go.
But why?
State law.
Have more jobs. Yeah, I don't know.
That's so
I-
weird.
I gotta tell you, when it's like 20 degrees out and you're pulling over to do the gas, like, yeah, man, here's the card. Go fucking fill this shit up and stay in here.
It was 57 when I left work last night at 3 a.m.
You might want to pack that hoodie.
I threw my seat heater on for my 2-minute drive home.
Oh boy.
Because I don't even think to look at the weather when I leave for work. So like it's not like I had like a jacket or anything. It's just like my scrub top and my scrub pants. So those don't keep you warm. But no, I actually I don't even know if I'm packing a hoodie because I'm packing my 2 jackets. So I don't even know that a hoodie is gonna be in the I should pack one just to have.
It'll be
Jackson, what's considered cold?
I mean, he's from Kentucky. I mean, you know. All right, I'm not taking him seriously. I think his cold. I think he forgot the quotes because Wait, hold on, man. Because when I left,
The 50s in Florida feels like the 30s.
when I left your home state, it was in like the teens, man. It was cold.
Buckets has quite the Kentucky following. We've got Jackson and Kings today.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And we did them a favor. We went up there, put on a show
And
for them.
lost miserably.
Say it was a good show. I said it was a show.
I think. Well, I'll say this off air. I have a suggestion for an off-season show.
That bad, huh? All right.
Well, no, I don't want to say it, and then you
Anyway.
guys not like it, and then get people's hopes up. So, all right.
Wow, you really.
Yeah,
have a
I
high
guess I
opinion
just
of your
expect it
ideas.
there, and it doesn't phase me. Like here when it's cold, it's just weird. Yeah, I feel you. Like I love hoodie weather, but like I also like don't want it to be that cold.
Well, you'll have fun this weekend. It's not gonna be that cold actually. All right, just to recap, so we can
40s.
wrap this thing up. Yeah, but that's like early in the morning. Unless something has changed with you, you're not going to be up at 3 a.m. to go outside. No, that's like the lows are like. You think about the longest the sun has been down before it starts rising. That's the coldest.
Yeah.
So it's like never when you're outside. Like the low is
Yeah, I gotta
10.
check.
You're
I
not
gotta
outside.
Check, I gotta check the weather to see what type of what I should be packing.
The
as
good
far
news is
as
there's
jackets and-
there's no rain until like Saturday night, and then it's raining all day Sunday, like on the whole East Coast. So it's gonna be a fun
Yeah, but
drive.
we're gonna be at Barclays, so
Gonna be a fun drive though.
we can take the train.
It's not worth it
Well, just
because
you're the boss. You're the one doing the driving.
the driving.
Let's go to Kendama.
There it is. That
Wait.
bad, huh? Oh God.
Oh, damn it.
15-year-old air.
15-year-old
You get
there.
it?
That's from her undergraduate
This is from
graduation.
my undergraduate graduation, and I've never like reblown it up or let the air out, so it still has 15-year-old air in it.
I don't even know what I'm going to do with this show. All right, so to recap, women play tomorrow 7 p.m. at home against DePaul. That's on ACC Network, and the men play Sunday 2 p.m. in Barclays Center against Colorado, and that is
Look for me in
on-
Mr. TV.
Yeah, I was all over. The back of my head was all over TV on that Mississippi State game.
Jackson was on TV for Kentucky. I saw a few people posting him.
Nice. And
He was surrounded by a sea of blue and his orange and green.
it's the only way to do it. And then the men's game it's on ESPN2. So Real Network. All right,
Good
I think we're about done here. Matt's broken out the kendama. I think that's about
Matt,
that's
anything
exit.
to add before I cue the outro?
No, not really. Have fun this weekend, guys. Let's get this win, and that's about it.
Vish, do your thing with the effect before I cue it.
All right, there we go.
All right, cue the socks outro. Peace out, y'all. Don't cry.
We getting buckets.
Keep it chill.
Yeah, baby.
Wear good socks.
Buckets.